financial data quality management. So data integration, which is one of the very challenging job, it dealt at SDQM level. Financial data quality management ensure the quality, the accuracy of your data when consolidation occurs. Right. So next slide says the HFM life cycle overview. At this point of time, you may find difficult to understand it, but I just walk through. If you review the same slide later on, after 2, 3 classes, 4 classes, you understand the absolute correct meaning of it. So first we load data the data might come from different journal ledger, from different disparate sources. We load data into HFM server. Data gets, there may be some business rule associated with consolidated data. Then some adjustment is required. We do adjustment over here, and finally the data gets translate and consolidate. Once data consolidate, the data gets locked. When does lock occur? When my process get approved. After process get approved, we lock to ensure there is no more transaction, no more changes occur. After lock, we provide a reporting to the business user. So this is a complete life cycle HFM follows. Yeah, I discussed what are the challenges you have. Apart from this challenge, one of the biggest challenge which one has to deal with during financial consolidation is that every country has its own accounting principle. Still, there is no standard accounting principle. We have principle called GAAP. HFM design keeping various accounting principle in mind. We find there is a big difference in US GAAP and UK GAAP. Apart from some country has its own accounting principle. So there is an area which HFM deals very beautifully. What are the various other components of HFM financial management? We'll discuss them. Financial reporting, we are going to learn the reporting solution. Financial reporting is a reporting, and we can create graphical presentation of business data on web, and the distribution of data is pretty easy. You don't have to email. The distribution data is really pretty easy, and we see one of the beautiful features of IPN. Business users are very well comfortable with working with Microsoft application. So if I'm working in Excel and I'm seeing my monthly forecasting data, I mean as a planner, I don't have to go to a new environment where I may not feel comfortable working. I'm quite comfortable working in Excel. So I give them local environment. This is HFM. I can create budgeting forecasting application over here itself, and whatever modification I do, I can write back, submit to my planning or SBS server. I mean, working in Excel for a planners or for a financial consultant or business users is far easier. So remaining Excel, I can do all analysis. I can make use of Excel functionality as well as IPN HFM functionality. Shared service is a environment where you perform user administration and management, provisioning and all these things. We do over here. Related HFM products, there's called HFM SBS, which is OLAP server. There's another reporting solution called web analysis or web analyzer, and FDQM data profiling quality insurance tool. This is a complete picture of all HFM products. You can see this workspace is a single interface. Workspace is one interface for all HFM products. It means if I am working in HFM financial management, HFM planning, or HFM SBS, I may not require multiple interfaces. There is one interface I require to to connect to all Hyphen suite. Will discuss more about workspace in detail in our subsequent chapter. So broadly classified as all Hyphen products are broadly classified as applications, Hyphen applications like financial management, Hyphen planning, Hyphen strategy finance, and HPS, Hyphen performance scorecard. As-based related product, as-based server, user interface, administration services, provider services which allow as-base to connect to Excel, integration services which allows as-base to bring data from relational database in modeling, rich reporting solution, Brio or interactive report, web analysis report, financial reports go good with financial management, and to pull bulk amount of data from OLTP environment use SQR or production reporting. We have data management tool as well. We have DRM or data relationship management or MDM. DIM is a plugin, could be used as a plugin with your Informatica to load data directly from Informatica, and another FDQM. Foundation services, Smart View and shared service. Oh, this is a complete picture. At this point of view, time it's a bit difficult to understand, but let's give a big picture of this. We have disparate data source in a 3-layer architecture, right? We have relation repository, disparate data source. Data might come from OLAP, for enterprise data warehouse, for OLTP system, from SAP, PeopleSoft or other ERP tool, or from desktop Excel. So this is your disparate data source. Above this you have middle tier application where you need to deal with journals, role-based security, audit tracking, or various compliances, GAAP or international financial reporting. And finally you have presentation layer where business user view the data using reporting or using Smart View in Excel or customized application or could be in dashboard. Okay, so throughout in our learning, throughout our HFM learning, what are the artifacts we'll discuss? These are some. We'll discuss many other than this. Management, legal and reporting solution using financial report. Currency conversion we'll see. IC currency intercompany transaction. How to perform audit trail. Journal adjustment. Multi-dimensional analysis. What if analysis using in HFM. And extensible business reporting language. Wow, that's a final slide. Hyphen tools to integrate. When you implement Hyphen financial management, to most of the extent, you can make use of financial consolidation as well. So the cyclic process shows you do detailed budgeting, strategic modeling, and financial reporting all together using Hyphen product suite. It means if you are implementing at Hyphen product suite at enterprise level, you can do financial modeling, strategic modeling, detailed budgeting, and financial reporting. Okay, so that was all very fundamental concept about HFM. In next session, whatever we learn in theory, we'll implement them in real world. How to create an application, how do you capture the business requirement. I mean, we'll start learning with capturing business requirements. So your first step to capture business requirement, we'll see some of the simple scenarios, and then we understand how do you capture dimensions, measures by seeing business report. Very simple case, like this sheet is given to you. This is a budgeting sheet is given to you, forecasting sheet, monthly forecast. This may be given as a business requirement, and the business user use this sheet as a manual process. A business user use this Excel sheet manually to record their monthly forecast, and you are asked to prepare HFM application, and this is one of the business requirement reports. You use this Excel sheet to capture the dimension managers you have. You can easily identify there's a hierarchy is something like that. We have business revenue. Inside business revenue is next level. We have expenses, and two kind of expenses: variable expense and fixed expense. Variable expense, types of variable expense. Fixed expense, types of fixed. So often people, business user give you report is always the best means to analyze the business requirements. We will also discuss in detail what are the various cases, how do we identify dimension measures we need, and we'll discuss how to create application in both environments, a classic environment in older version of IP in financial management, Forex, and in EPM environment. So both way of creating application we'll discuss, and what are the properties, methods associated with creating application. So that's it. That was all about very fundamental concept of IP in financial management. In subsequent classes, we'll learn in detail how to implement financial management. I don't want to teach HFM as a tool. We'll learn HFM as a solution for business problem. So we start with problem and then we proceed to solution. I don't want to teach HFM as a tool. We want to learn HFM as a business solution for problem. So what kind of solution can be addressed, and what property, what approach is best suit for what business is. So we'll consider some business scenarios, some problem, and we resolve them. Rather than learning HFM as a tool and explore what property does, we'll not use that way. We use what is the business problem, and in such business problem, what solution can be given by HFM. Right? So we'll discuss them all in detail in our subsequent classes. If you have any question, you can download my sample videos from my blog, learn-wordpress.com. Let me correct it. The correct one is, you can log into my blog and download sample classes. You can also mail me if you have any question. I always update my blog. If you have any question related to HFM, please write mail to me. This is my blog address, learn-wordpress.com. You can mail me any question you have related to HFM. I try to resolve. Thank you. Other HFM product, for other HFM learning, HFM S-based planning, web analysis, HFM performance scorecard, and other reporting solution, you can mail me. I can provide you the online classes or video recording.